Welcome back, guys, to yet another New World video on this channel. Today we are going over a little bit of a bonus trick for you guys when it comes to armoring. So I was looking at different ways to potentially level up my armoring, because that is the next one that I'm working on next to engineering. So you can see that my armoring is 110, and I was wondering, now that we're a little bit into the game, I was wondering if there's any like super cheap way of going about it now, or if there's any like workarounds currently in the game, because as you know, there's a lot of problems and issues that we have in this game, and I found one. So if you go onto your outfitting station, you're going to be able to see some expedition replicas. Now under here, they obviously require different kinds of materials that obviously come out of the expedition. Now when I first looked at these materials, I was like, okay, well, let's see here. Corrupted talisman. I have 34 of them, but I've obviously done the dungeon. But I was like, okay, well, they look like a material that I can buy, and I was thinking, okay, let me search it up. Let me search it up, right? So I go over here, corrupted talisman, and there's nothing. It doesn't show up. It doesn't go anywhere. And I was like, why is this happening? Like, I'm supposed to be able to buy these, and I was like, okay, well, let me go look for them, right? Because I was like, wait, where are they? Where are they? Where are they? And then I looked and looked and looked, and I was like, okay, here are my corrupted talismans. So you can see that people sell them, right? So I couldn't figure out why this was happening. But as it turns out, after looking around on Reddits and for other YouTube videos, what happens, the reason that you can't find these and you can't search for them is because it's a broken search function. And I never knew this was a thing before I actually decided to look into it. So this is kind of just me making a video for you guys, going over the fact that you can actually find these items. So as you can see here, you can see that these corrupted talismans exist in the auction house, or the trading post rather, for 2.65. The only way to find them on the trading post is if you go on under all items, and that's the only way to find them. Okay, they don't have any categories, which means that they're just not able to be found. So what you have to do is go over through all these pages and find 2.65. So what we have to do, just to show you guys that this is how it works, we literally have to just spam click this button until we get all the way over to 2.65. And obviously here in the beginning there's a lot of really cheap things, so the time that it will take to get up in value, it takes a little bit, especially depending on the server that you play on. But the reason that we also focus on these items, and I wanted to look at these items, is considering the fact that they are expedition items, they actually give more experience for being crafted. And it makes sense, because normally if you go ahead and you farm these materials that come out of dungeons, it makes sense that they would give more experience because they're harder to craft, right? They take longer if you were to farm it yourself, or they take more materials. But something that's very interesting about these materials is, considering the fact that there's not many people that know it's broken, it's very, very hard to sell these items, which means that the price on them for people that don't want them go very, very low. Now obviously this is one of the ones that aren't the highest, or I mean the lowest. Let's see, 2.65, we're almost here. So this one, but see, right here it is. So we can click on this and see, oh, we could buy 115 of these and then just craft away. And the really good part about this is you can look through your outfitting station and you can go through the different things that you can craft. And with the way that the crafting station works, you can use a lot of different materials. So if you were to see here, you can see that it needs a tier 3 leather, so that could be rugged, obviously. And then you need another type of cloth, could be linen. And with metal, you could use, you know, the lowest tier metal possible, and you could get coagulated blood. I think that's how you're supposed to say it. And you can see the actual amounts of armoring that it's going to give you on your levels is really, really high. Okay, and if we were to compare it to, let's say, just this, you can see layered leather pants. These guys are tier 4 thing. They give 1350. Now let's find tier 4 paints down here. Right there. You can see 2100 these are going to give you. And they're going to use the same exact materials, just with these added onto it. And sometimes you can find these materials really cheap. Also jade color, as you can see here. Corrupted talisman. Sparkling bone dust. Or coagulated blood. You should definitely look through all of these to see what the cheapest option for you would be. But that's how you're going to go about it, to find the prices on these things. If you don't have the materials, if you don't have what do you call it, if you don't have any of the materials on you, it's pretty hard to find out what the price is. So if you don't have any materials that you're trying to look for, I would recommend that you ask around in your company or people on the server if there's anybody that has one or two that you could buy off them or borrow, just to be able to figure out what the price is. But yeah, that's the way you're gonna have to go about it. It's a broken search function. I hope they put in a fix for it, or another category for like expedition materials, so it's easier to find these materials when we actually need them, right? Especially also when we get up to a higher leveling skill on our trade skills. And yeah, I mean, I hope they fix it. But I hope this video helped you guys out. I hope it did what it was supposed to do. Make sure you drop a like on the video, and also let me know in the comments what you thought of it. But that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Until the next one. See you guys.